Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and today I'm finally here for my Ariana Grande album ranking. So, I did a ranking of Ariana Grande's albums back in 2019, but she only had 5 albums then, but now she has 6 studio albums since she released a studio album in 2020. So, with that being said though, y'all, let's go ahead and get started with this ranking for Ariana Grande albums. Okay, so coming in at number 6 is Sweetener. Yes, Sweetener is still my least favorite Ariana Grande album, but that doesn't mean I hate the album, of course, because I still really like the album. It has lots of good songs, but it also has some filler tracks. The filler tracks would be Blaze featuring Pharrell Williams and The Light Is Coming featuring Nicki Minaj, but the rest of the album is pretty good. So, yeah, despite it being my least favorite, I still like the album. I just think Ariana has better albums, but Sweetener, it's not a bad album. But some of my favorites would be REM, God Is a Woman, the title track Sweetener, Every Time, Breathing. Breathing is really, really good. I love that one. Might be my favorite out of the singles, but that's hard to pick though, because this album had some really good singles. No Tears Left to Cry, another great song. Good Night and Go, which is a cover, but man, Ariana done great on covering that song. It's a really great cover. And then the closing track on the album, Get Well Soon, which I think is a tribute to the people who got killed at the Manchester bombing back in 2017. So, yeah, that's still fucked up that that even happened. That's even sad. Seriously, it really is. I don't get how people did this. But, yeah, Sweetener, though, despite it being my least favorite, I still really like the album. But, like I said, I think Ariana has better albums. But Sweetener, still a really good album. So, yeah, number 6 is 2018's album, Sweetener. I still like the album, though, because Ariana Grande does not have a bad album in her discography. Okay, number 5. Number 5. Now, this one might be a little more controversial, but number 5 is going to be her newest album, Positions, which came out in the year 2020. And I like pretty much this whole album. All 14 tracks are really good, but I still think Ariana has better albums. But this is still a really good album from Ariana Grande. And some of my favorites would be 3435, Motive featuring Doja Cat, Just Like Magic, Off the Table featuring The Weeknd, which this is probably my favorite song on the album. I really love this song. And every time Ariana Grande and The Weeknd are on a song together, it's just something special, man, because these are like the two talented, or some of the most talented singers of this generation, The Weeknd and Ariana Grande, or should I say Ariana Grande and The Weeknd, because the song is on her album, Positions. But yeah, definitely another great song between these two. Definitely a great song. Love Language was pretty good. The title track, Positions, and then POV, which stands for Point of View. So yeah, Positions, despite it coming in at number 5, I still like the album. It's really good. And it's actually better than I thought it was going to be. But yeah, I still like Positions, though. I like all 6 of Ariana's albums, despite where I rank them at. So yeah, number 5 is Positions from 2020. Still good album, though. Number 4. Now, the album I have in at number 4, I used to actually have in my top 3, but I still do think it's a really good album. And number 4 is Thank You Next from 2019. Yes, this used to be in my top 3, but I had to move it down to number 4 because the album I have in at number 3 actually grew on me. So we'll talk about that here in a bit, though, when we get to the album I have in at number 3. But yeah, number 4, like I said, is Thank You Next. Still a really good album, though. Got 12 songs. I actually like 11 of the 12 songs on Thank You Next. because Seven Rings is easily the worst song on the album, to be honest, but the rest of the album is really good. Some favorites, though, would be Imagine, NASA, Fake Smile, Bad Idea, Ghostin', the title track Thank You Next, and Break Up With Your Girlfriend I'm Bored. So, yeah, really good album here, despite it being at number 4. I wish it was still in my top 3, but either way, though, I still really love Thank You Next, because songs like Fake Smile and Ghostin' and Thank You Next have really good meanings, and that's what I love about this album. Ariana Grande just had a lot of meaningful songs on the album, but I still like the album though, because it's still really good. So yeah, number 4 is Thank You Next from 2019. Number 3 is My Everything from 2014, and this actually used to be my second least favorite Ariana Grande album, but now it's my third favorite because, like I was saying a little bit ago, this album actually grew on me now, and I'm actually glad that it did grow. I'm actually glad that this album did grow on me more, because this was the era where I first discovered Ariana Grande with the song Problem. But yeah, My Everything though, really good album. Yes, it might have a couple or so filler tracks, but that still doesn't affect where I'm placing it in my ranking. But yeah, some favorites though on My Everything would be One Last Time, Why Try, Break Free featuring Zed, Best Mistake featuring Big Sean, Be My Baby featuring Cashmere Cat, Love Me Harder featuring The Weeknd, Just a Little Bit of Your Heart, and the title track, My Everything. So yeah, this album, so damn good, man. I know a lot of people would say it's one of their least favorites, which it used to be for me, but it's no longer one of my least favorites. It's one of my favorites now, and at number 3. So yeah, I'm totally glad this album finally grew on me after time, because I really love the album. Despite having 3 filler tracks, the rest of the album is still really good. So yeah, number 3 is 2014's My Everything. Such a good album. You gotta check it out. Number 2. Now, the albums I have in at number 2 and 1 actually stayed the same. So yeah, number 2 is still her 2013 album, Yours Truly, which is Ariana Grande's debut studio album. So yeah, Yours Truly still stays in at number 2 because it's still my second favorite Ariana Grande album. I just really love this album. It's so amazing. All 12 songs are fantastic. No filler tracks at all on this album. But yeah, some of my favorites though would be Honeymoon Avenue, Baby I, Right There featuring Big Sean, Tattooed Heart, Piano, Daydreaming, The Way featuring Mac Miller, Mentioning Mac Miller, Rest in Peace, You're Definitely Missed, Almost Is Never Enough featuring Nathan Sykes of The Wanted. Definitely a great song there. I just really love Almost Is Never Enough. It's such a good song. And the closing track, Better Left Unsaid. But yeah, Yours Truly, it's definitely one of the best pop and R&B albums of 2013 by far. I really love this album, and it's easily an album that I would even put in my top 3 albums of 2013. So, yeah, Yours Truly, definitely a great debut, and one of the best debuts of all time, in my opinion. So, yeah, Yours Truly, such a good album, no filler tracks. So, number 1 in my ranking is still Dangerous Woman. So, yeah, Dangerous Woman has always been my favorite Ariana Grande album. It's been like that for many years, even before 2019, because this album came out in the year 2016. And yeah, I love Dangerous Woman. So many good songs. I prefer the album when it has the 15 songs, because the original or whatever only has 11 songs, and some songs that I like didn't even make the version that has 11 songs, but I still prefer the version that has 15 songs, just so you guys know that. So yeah, some of my favorites though on Dangerous Woman would be Moonlight, the title track Dangerous Woman. Yeah, man, that title track on this album is so good, man. I love the guitar solo you get. It's just awesome hearing a pop song with the guitar solo because that's rare in today's pop music. But like I said, this is from 2016, so pop music was still pretty solid back then, unlike today. But yeah, the title track on Dangerous Woman is flawless. I love this song. One of my favorite Ariana Grande songs of all time. Great song. Into You was a really great song. Let Me Love You featuring Lil Wayne. Great song. I really like that one. Everyday featuring Future. Now, Future, I can't stand him, but I think he done okay on this song though with Ariana Grande. Good song. Bad Decisions, underrated song. I still like it though. Great song. The song Sometimes, man, sometimes. If I have to pick any underrated song of Ariana Grande that I would play repeatedly, it has to be the song Sometimes, because it's such a good song. I love it. Such a great song. Easily one of her most underrated songs. The song Touch It was really good as well, and the closing track, Thinking About You, is really good. So, yeah, Dangerous Woman, also another Ariana Grande album that doesn't have really any filler tracks. Maybe there's a couple filler tracks on Dangerous Woman, but regardless of that though, it still is my favorite album from her. So, yeah guys, that's going to wrap it up for this Ariana Grande album ranking. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know how you guys would rank all of Ariana Grande's albums. And in this favor here, for me, it was from least favorite to favorite. But like I said earlier on in the video, I still think Ariana Grande has no bad albums, despite how I place these albums in this ranking. So, yeah, everybody, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And if you did, hit the like button. Also, if you liked the video, give me a comment and let me know what you think of these albums and all that good stuff and how I did on the video. And also, if you know any Ariana Grande fans, then please let them know about this ranking. I gladly and truly appreciate that. But yeah guys, with that being said, thank you all for tuning into my Ariana Grande albums ranked video. And yeah, I'll see y'all next time. Y'all take care. And yeah, peace.